Hey everyone, and welcome to Carla is Crafty. I'm standing here just beside the Liffey with Carla. In case you're wondering who I am, I'm Mary from used to be Mary's Crochet Chit Chat, and we're visiting.
Hi there. Well, I have someone here who wants to say hello. Can anyone guess who it is?
She's in Ireland.
Well, if you couldn't guess from that other clip, it's our last night in Ireland. We fly home tomorrow.
And it sucks.
So we really meant to do some video footage when we were out and about looking at things everywhere, but it just did not happen.
No.
You can't believe how chaotic it is. When you're, well, I know, when you're out traveling and things like that. So we've had a wonderful couple of weeks, and it's sad to go home, but the reality is you have to go home and go back to work. You can do these kind of trips.
If I could keep her, I would, at least for another 52 weeks. But unfortunately, her children and people that are having babies need her more than I do, which I would dispute. But it's been 12 amazing days. We have travelled from the length and breadth of Ireland. By the time I drop Carla and her husband back at the airport tomorrow, we'll probably have hit about 2,000 miles, which is huge here.
With Mary doing all the driving, because I'm not driving on the wrong side of the road.
The right side of the road. We have some hello Mr. Curves and some stops in places that I didn't even know existed.
We've seen places in Ireland that no other tourist will ever see.
We couldn't find them again if we wanted to or had to. Definitely not. But it's been an amazing trip with some amazing memories. And if anybody who's watching this didn't know how special this woman sitting beside me is to me, all I'm going to say is I know for me it's going to absolutely break my heart tomorrow. But to Miss Sandra Tester, who's going to see this, and she'll be watching it, we wished you were here. Love you loads. I am going to say to wee Izzy, who sent me a birthday present last week, thank you very much, because I haven't seen her in a while. And Barbara Leehard, who sent me a birthday card, because no, I haven't been doing...
and I'm sure there's a birthday card at home waiting.
For you, yeah. I know I haven't been doing YouTube. I might. I miss it and then hate it and then miss it, then hate it, so we'll see. But I have loved every single minute of this.
Yeah, it's been wonderful.
I love her.
My sister from another mister.
Without a doubt. Oh, one thing we did do when Carla was here. Will we show them?
Sure.
Oh, yeah, there we go. We got matching tattoos.
Yes, we did. And I didn't make a sound when I got mine.
See, now it all starts off so well, and then it was Mary was a big wuss, a big wuss. It hurt.
She did fine.
It hurt. It really hurt. But as I say, it's been wonderful having her here. And
we even managed to find a couple of yarn shops and a fabric store. So I got some goodies, and I'll show you guys those later in the video. And then I just have to figure out how to splice the video together, which Mary says is so easy.
It is. It is. If I can do it, Carla, you can do it without a shadow of a doubt.
I'm sure.
But, right, folks. Good night, God bless. I have to send that to Carla for her last sleep here in Larne. But yeah, okay, because I probably will say something or sound. Oh, see, I'm not making any sense. I'm tired.
She's tired.
I'm tired. As I said, we've been a lot of places. And hopefully you might learn to put in some pictures when you're doing this.
I've put in pictures before.
Well, right, well then,
I can do that.
there you go. As long as they're nice ones and I don't look at the big back end of a bus. A bigger bus than I already am. Because pictures add...
My hair is always flying in the pictures, you know. Just going everywhere.
What's the windy city? Chicago? Yeah.
Chicago.
No. Northern Ireland. Or no, not Northern Ireland. The south of Ireland, standing at the cliffs of Moher.
Yeah.
That's the windy city.
Very windy, yeah.
And we've been to Quiet Man Country. John Wayne.
Yes, that was cool.
Oh, that was marvellous. Where else did we go?
Living in Kerry.
Should take 3 hours. Took us 8. 9. How many hours were we in the Ring of Kerry?
Oh, it was at least 8.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Was a
we
lot.
stopped a lot and took a lot of pictures, and we went to see Dunluce Castle.
Today. And then we were going to Giant's Causeway, but you have to pre-book to park.
Yeah,
Nonsense.
and they were full, but it is what it is. And then today we went to Belfast and did the hop on hop off and had fun doing that.
And it was raining.
And yes, this was the first day though really that, I mean, we saw any significant rain, and it was just while we were on the bus. I mean, even when we got off the bus, it stopped raining. So
They brought the sunshine. See, she brings sunshine wherever she goes. It's going to be raining tomorrow morning.
Probably. All right. Well, we're going to close this out because we both need to get some sleep.
I love her. A lot.
I love her too.
Okay, everybody. I'm going to say good night, God bless, and Carla's going to finish this whenever she's home and show you whatever she's going to show you. The socks that she practically knit, the socks that I knit, but there's a story behind them too anyway, because I'll get the other pair. But anyhow.
Yeah.
Take care of each other and you be good.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye. You're still going. Hit pause.
Hey, guys. It's Carla. As you could see from the beginning of this video, I have been in Ireland on vacation, visiting my good friend Mary and seeing the beautiful, beautiful country that I've always wanted to see, that I've been trying to go see since 2020. I guess it's kind of in the middle of things, but anyway, this is Carla is Crafty, episode number 71. I don't have a lot of yarny, crafty content. Basically, I have some stories about going to Ireland and some places we visited and the things we picked up there. I know this is going to sound like just a big acquisition video. Anyway, Ireland edition of Carla is Crafty. So a couple of weeks ago, we flew to Ireland, my husband and I, and Mary met us at the airport in Dublin, and we traveled all over the Republic of Ireland, seeing lots of cool things. You can't see it all in 2 weeks, obviously, even though Ireland's not a large island. Getting to things is not easy sometimes. You have to go kind of a long way around. You can't really go as the crow flies. And it's a beautiful, beautiful country. And of course, it's green. I will say that for a country that everyone says it rains a lot, we really didn't see significant rain except for maybe one day. And the rest of the time, you know, it would on and off shower and things like that. But we did have really beautiful, decent weather while we were over there. It was lovely. And one of the places we visited was Trinity College, which is a beautiful campus. And I picked myself up a t-shirt there. Trinity College, see? I mean, $15.92, that's kind of old for a college, right? And sorry if that shirt's a little wrinkled. I just actually well, it's not too wrinkled. I just took it out of the dryer, so it's not bad. But we walked all over there and took some pictures. We were sitting out at a bench outside the coffee shop having coffee and some, like scones and things. And it's funny, Mary had gone back in the building for something, and my husband and I were sitting at this table, and this huge bird, like this big white bird, I don't think it was a seagull. I'm not sure what it was because it didn't look like the seagulls I had seen. But it like dive bombed me and landed on the table and grabbed a muffin and took off. So these birds are used to being fed, and I guess if you don't feed them, they just take what they want. Anyway, so then we also we were on the hop-on, hop-off bus in Dublin. And so that was one of the places we got off, was at Trinity College. Well, then we got off and walked around, and we went and found This Is Knit, which if you don't follow them on Instagram or whatever, it's a family-owned yarn shop there in Dublin. And so we went in, and I found this beautiful yarn to make myself a sweater. So I have 5 skeins of this beautiful Studio Donegal, soft Donegal wool. It is 100% merino, and it's done in Kilcare County, Donegal, Ireland. There's 100 grams in each one of these, 210 yards. It's 2-ply. It calls for a 4.5 millimeter or US 7 needles, so I'm going to knit myself a jumper. This was one of my birthday gifts from Mary. I was picking it out, and she's like, oh, I want to get you something like that for your birthday. So she got this for me. And so you can't ask for better than that, right? And then I believe she picked up maybe from Sock Yarn or something while we were there. And then we went another day, we went to King John's Castle, which was really cool. I mean, it's a very, very old castle, obviously. We got lots of great photos. My husband and I went in and climbed all the little places and went up in the turrets, or whatever you want to call them, of the castle, and looked around, and we really had a great time there. And I got myself this really nice Ireland hat. See? This is like suede, and it's got a leather patch, and then it's got like, the tweed, but it is a really nice cap, and I like it. And it's got this really interesting traditional craftware. I don't know. It's traditional craftware tag in it. It doesn't say where it's made, so I'm assuming it's not made in China if it doesn't say, right? And then one day we went to Cong, Ireland, which is where The Quiet Man, it's a John Wayne movie where it was filmed. And Mary and I are both big fans of that movie. My husband's a big John Wayne fan. Anyway, he likes mostly his Westerns and things, but I like his more fun movies, I guess to say, like The Quiet Man and Donovan's Reef and McClintock, which is a Western, yes, but it's kind of more of a funny one. Anyway, so we went there and really enjoyed that. We took pictures in front of Pat Cohen's bar. If you guys know the movie, you'll know Pat Cohen's bar. And we took pictures in front of the gift shop museum. They don't actually have the house that he bought in the movie, because I guess it's not been kept up or whatever, but they've tried to make it look like that, with the thatched roof and things like that. But we got some really great pictures and had a good time. I picked up a postcard to send to my sisters, and then David chose this ornament, and I was like, but that doesn't have anything to do with The Quiet Man. But that's okay. It's an Ireland ornament, right? And then I got this ornament, and it obviously is The Quiet Man, right? And it says Cong, Ireland. And then for one of my good friends, she'll know who she is, and she knows when she gets this in the mail. Anyway, I got this really pretty scarf ring, and it's got the claddagh on it. I thought she would really like that. So, and these little beads are Connemara marble from Connemara. Carefully extracted from our quarry in County Galway, Ireland's wild Atlantic coast, Connemara marble is a rare 900 million year old stone, crafted and polished to bring you a genuine and truly unique gift. That's cool. I like that. I didn't even read that before I purchased it. I just thought it was really pretty, and I thought she would really like that. We went to Knock Shrine, which, if you don't know what that is, you can look it up, obviously, and read a lot more about it. But in the late 1800s, I believe, there was an apparition of Mary and St. John and St. Joseph and a lamb and a cross. It's a very awe-inspiring place. And, you know, I'm not Catholic, but it still was just... It just meant so much to me to go there and to see, you know, what, it's just really awe-inspiring. I don't know how to describe it. But one of the things I picked up there was a Christmas ornament that says Knock Shrine. And this ornament is made out of olive wood from the Holy Land. So I thought that was really nice. And it's, I mean, quite obviously, that's the Nativity. So, and then one day, Mary and I did a couple of yarn shops and a fabric shop. And the one place we went was Hank's in Belfast. And so the last place we stayed in the Republic of Ireland, I left my bag with my socks I was working on and my knitting needles and scissors and all sorts. And the gentleman who ran the Airbnb very kindly said, hey, somebody left this. And when we offered to PayPal him the money to mail it to us, he said, don't worry about it. He popped it in the mail. It got to Mary's house before I left Ireland. And so I did get to continue with those socks. These are the socks. This was the bag of knitting that wanted to disappear because I left it there. And then when we got on the plane from Dublin to Dallas, I had gotten up and I was doing something, adjusting something, I guess. And when I got up, I knocked that bag in the floor, and I didn't have it for the whole flight home. So I didn't get to work on my socks. And it was kind of sad because I asked the flight attendant, one of the flight attendants came by, and I asked him if someone had turned it in or if he could help me find it. And he said, well, no one's turned it in and we really can't look for it until we land. Okay, well, you're not very good at your job then, are you? Anyway, whatever. And when we landed and everybody was kind of clearing out and stuff, and I figured what had happened was I had rolled under the seat, and where we were sitting, there were people with a bunch of stuff under the seats, and I figured once their stuff was moved, we'd find it. And so when we got up and looked over the back of our seats, my husband spotted it, and so I just reached under the seat and got it. So I do have those. I can promise you that when we got on the flight from Dallas to Tulsa, I just left them in my backpack. I didn't take them out because I thought they're going to want to stay on this plane. I don't know why. Okay, that was a weird story. But anyway, since I had done that, when we went into Hank's, I decided to get some more sock yarn. And so I got, it's from Dystopic Fibers, which the dyer of this yarn is apparently from Bangor, Ireland, but this was hand dyed in Glasgow, Scotland. And it is fingering weight, 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon, and the colorway is pumpkin spiced. There's 100 grams with 420 meters, and it is absolutely gorgeous. And so here's your big hank, which you can see all the colors in it, and then here's your little fur heels, toes, and cuffs. And I did start a sock, and so I've got the cuff, and I did both colors, and I am ready to start the heel, but that's about when I got my yarn, my other ones back, my other socks back, and I wanted to continue on them. So I am going to finish those socks before I finish this. But so I guess that tells you my joys in progress right now, is this is one of them. And then I also picked up some needles, because my little bag with my needles was in that other package too that I left. And then I got some scissors and this cute little, I thought that was really neat. It says hobby gifts. I don't know. Anyway, Mary and I decided that this would be so easy to make these. So maybe I'll make some of those. If I do like a crafters craft show, I might make some of those. I know this is just one big acquisitions thing, isn't it? And then after we finished at Hank's, we went to Secret Stash in Glengormley. That shop was absolutely amazing, because we go in and the owner is there, and her mom was actually in there working on a project. And then some other ladies came in and sat down, and they just sit around the table in the middle of the shop and they knit or crochet, whatever they're working on, and just kind of visit. You know, a lot of shops do that. And so, you know, we're looking around and the lady's saying, oh, would y'all like to stay for a cup of tea or coffee? I thought, oh, that's so cool. So we sat down and had coffee with these ladies and visited, and they talked to us just like they knew us. Now, of course, Mary is Irish and from there, but I'm a Yankee. I'm a Yank from the U.S. And so, but I mean, they were just super sweet, and it was very lovely. And she had beautiful yarn. I didn't pick up anything there because I'd already gotten yarn at 2 shops, and I was trying to be good about that. But I believe Mary picked up a few things there while she was there, and so that was good for her. And then we went to the Craft Woman fabric shop, which was really weird. It was like in this industrial park, and this, to me, they look almost like apartment buildings or whatever, but it was this industrial park, and they had been there apparently like 40 years. And most of their fabric, to me, was clothing fabrics. They had some beautiful things. I mean, it was absolutely, they had some lovely, and they had a lot of like upholstery fabrics. They did have a nice selection of 100% cotton for quilting. And so, of course, I had to get some fabric to make something that from fabric I bought in Ireland. And this, I picked this one out because I like sewing machines, right? And I like sewing. So probably will make myself a bag out of that. And then to commemorate being in Ireland, because there's lots of sheep there, right? And sheep, where do you get wool and yarn from? You get them from sheep. So I got this fabric, and most likely this will be incorporated into a quilt. I'm thinking like a lap quilt for me. And then when we were driving from the airport on one of the main motorways, I kept seeing these like painted signs. It was just a bee on a white sign. And so I asked Mary, I said, so what's the significance of that? Is that, are they planting like bee friendly flowers, or is there, you know, a honey operation nearby? And she's like, I don't know what you're talking about. And she never saw the signs, and there were only a couple of them. So she was teasing me that I was hallucinating. And so then she had to buy this for me, bee fabric. So I have to make something bee themed. Because she was teasing me about hallucinating about bees. I don't know what to tell you. I do like honey in my tea. My son-in-law and daughter have, you know, their own beehives. And so I'm a big fan of bees. Anyway, and then the other thing that Mary and I did kind of commemorate our trip, other than yarn shopping and fabric shopping, was we got matching tattoos. So that is the Celtic symbol for family. And then, of course, there's shamrocks. You might be able to tell mine's starting to dry up and peel a little bit. So anyway, but Mary has the exact same tattoo, but she got hers on the other wrist. I had been planning to get a tattoo when I got to Ireland anyway. And so Mary was like, oh, well, we'll get matching ones. And so anyway, that's kind of what happened. Anyway, it was the Electric Art Tattoo Studio in Larne, and they were so great. The tattoo artist, Natasha, they call her Tasha. She was fantastic, and Keith, who owns the shop, he was really great too. I actually took pictures with them because that's me. I like to take pictures with people and you know, show off that I've met really cool people. And so the challenge is, you guys know, I'm not really good at editing videos, so I have to splice all these little videos together. Not only that, but then I'm going to try and insert some photos. So we'll see what I can do. And then, so Mary's birthday is the 24th of May and mine's the 26th. And I deliberately planned it so I'd be there for both our birthdays. And I actually turned 60 this year. So I got to celebrate kind of a big birthday in Ireland, which was really great. So on Saturday, we kind of just had a combined birthday party. I did give Mary her gift that I made her on the 24th on her birthday, and then she gave me my other gifts other than the yarn that she purchased for me. She gave me those on the 26th on my birthday, but on the 25th, that's the day we got our tattoos. And then that afternoon, Mary and her daughters came over, and and they kind of arranged a little party. Mary bought these great Mylar balloons, a big 6 and a big 0. I'll try to insert a picture of me under my 60 balloons. It wasn't 60 balloons, like quantity. It was just, you guys know what I'm talking about. Anyway. And so we just kind of had snacks and had cake, and the girls actually brought me a cute little flower, and what did I do with my little book? I have a little book that has all of my notes in it about where we went. So I kind of kept a journal about places we went. And so, yeah, so the girls had brought me this beautiful flower. So I pressed it in the book because that's me. I'm sentimental. And so my plan is to make a nice book of memories and put all the stuff in it. And then my husband got me some Red Door perfume. And he got me a Ted Baker purse kit, which comes with peony and camellia body spray. Smells wonderful too. And it came with some lip oil and some mascara. And this hand and nail balm, which is shea butter almond oil. And it's really nice too. So that came with that. And then, because he was kind of in on the bee joke thing, he got me a bee pen. Which, it's a really nice pen too. It's Park Lane. I don't know that I've ever heard of Park Lane, but I think they have some very lovely things. And so, and then on Sunday, on my birthday, we actually attended Mass, which was beautiful. And then that afternoon, Mary's daughters and I got dropped off at basically the mall, and we spent the afternoon shopping because the three of us like to shop. And so we just went around to all different stores and shopped, and I picked up a couple of things. And then Mary and my husband went to the Millport Cemetery, which is a cemetery in Belfast where like the hunger strikers are buried. If you know anything about Bobby Sands and the hunger strikes, you know, during the Troubles, then, you know, you can always read more about that. But Milltown Cemetery, not Millport. Millport is a city in New York. I know it's probably in other states too, but I know that. But it was the Milltown Cemetery. And so you can look that up and see things about that too. So we went into a couple of little gift stores and things like that. And then we went to Primark, which is like a big department store. Anyway, I got these really cute pajama pants. Look at the I thought they looked very Irish, okay? And they are oh so super comfortable. I just got them out of the dryer. They smell good. And so I got those just because I wanted to. And then we went into some other stores, and one of them was HMV, which HMV, it's kind of a cross between like maybe Spencer's and Hastings, because they have records and movies and t-shirts and all sorts of things like from Disney and Marvel and of course Harry Potter, right? And so I got Luna's glasses, pin, and I got a chocolate frog, a pin. I guess I could take that out and you could see it better. I don't know why I didn't take them out anyway. I don't need them in the plastic. There we go. See, it's the chocolate frog and then the chocolate frog package pin. And yeah, I know I should have done this before I started my video because we're already 23 minutes in and I'm just, well, more than that because what Mary and I did is on the front of this video. And then there's a Gryffindor with the Gryffindor lion. Turn around there, little lion. I just got these to put on, you know, project bags because I like pins. And then there we go, Luna's glasses. So one of the reasons we went into Primark was because usually they have a lot of Harry Potter things. This particular store, either they just didn't have any in stock right then, or maybe they didn't, you know. One of the girls was telling me that one of the bigger stores carries those things. So anyway, I did get some Harry Potter things while I was in the UK. We were in Northern Ireland, which is part of the UK. And then that evening, Mary came over and brought me the rest of my gifts that she had gotten me. And so she got me this. See the sewing machine? Isn't that cute? It's a compact, but it has sewing machine on. She said she just saw it at the checkout. She thought it was really cute and that I would really like it. And she's totally right. I would. And then she got me, this wasn't necessarily part of my birthday. I think she just saw it and thought it was cute. It's a puffin and it's a little tin. And inside of the tin, she put a cable needle. Woohoo! Because I really need to do cables in knitting. The only cables I've ever done are in crochet. I know that sounds nuts as much as I talk about knitting, but that's it. And then she had to get me something Harry Potter, right? And so this is a sorting hat, and it's from their Facets collection, Unesco's Facets collection. Anyway, it's a sorting hat. I gotta find somewhere cool to put that. And then she made me some Ireland socks. And what's more Ireland than these beautiful Kelly green socks that obviously have my hair stuck on them. Anyway, they're gorgeous, aren't they? I love them. I think they're beautiful. And of course they smell good because she washed them in wool wash or something, you know, and then blocked them. And so they're lovely. And then, of course, I couldn't leave Ireland without my favorite candy, which is a Curly Whirly. If you've never had a Curly Whirly, if you've never had chocolate from Ireland or, you know, the UK, you haven't lived, because I'm just telling you, our chocolate does not compare. It does not have the same smooth, creamy. I don't know if it's the cows there, because there are cows everywhere too. There's sheep and cows everywhere. So I also got 5 packets of 5. There's 5 in a pack. So she got me 25 Curly Whirlies. So yeah. And believe me, when she sends them to me, I don't eat them all quickly. I really like portion them out and don't eat a whole bunch of them. And I'm not very good at sharing them. Although I do once in a while give one to my husband. And one to my friend at work because she likes them too. But they are delicious. They're caramel that's dipped in chocolate, and it's just a little small snack, and they're delicious. Anyway, So I had also ordered this from Etsy. I had ordered from the Happy Planner Company. I had ordered a midwife's birth register. Now, the problem is shipping to the U.S. was going to be so cost prohibitive, so I thought I'd get smart. And I said to Mary, if I order this and have it shipped to your house for reasonable postage, are you okay if I come pick it up when we come to see you? And she was cool with that. And so anyway, isn't it just precious? So I write down all of my births already, but the register that I purchased, they didn't make them anymore. And after I filled it up, I was just copying pages, and it's just this mess. And so this will hold 1,000 births, which is great. And it's just, it's de-identified. There's no patient identifiers, no names or anything. But basically, you know, you just put in there each birth that you attend. And so, you know, I've been keeping a birth register since I was a midwifery student. It's too bad I didn't keep one as a labor and delivery nurse, but that would have been a lot more than 1,000. But anyway, so I'm really excited to fill this out, to take the births I have already, you know, written down and put them in this, so that, you know, it's de-identified, so no privacy violations of patients. And so when I retire, I can actually have that in my home, and it's not a big deal because there's no patient identifiers in it, which I don't put patient identifiers in now, but I'm just saying, you know, that's, anyway. So, and then we went back to Carol's, we went and did the hop on hop off bus in Belfast this time. We'd done the one in Dublin, so then we did one in Belfast. And so when we finished doing it, because it's a much smaller area, a much smaller tour on that bus, and when it was done, we got off and we went and shopping and stuff. And so I got myself an Ireland sweatshirt. It says the Emerald Isle, which I really like this one. Anyway, actually Mary picked this one out, and I got a matching one for my daughter because we really like them. And my goodness, this is a really nice thick sweatshirt. And I mean, I love these. You know, they're not those little stringy things, but anyway, really nice sweatshirt. I really like it. And then my husband got himself a hat, and then we picked up a couple of other things for people. So that's kind of all the things that I got in Ireland. My goodness, I've talked for 30 minutes about all the things that I did in Ireland, and I didn't even talk about all the places we went, because we toured the Ring of Kerry. We got off several stops there and went in various places and took lots of beautiful pictures. We went to the Cliffs of Moher, which the pictures I have do not do it justice. I took lots of panoramic pictures at various places too, and I mean, it just doesn't, you know, you have to actually see it in person, but it's beautiful. Totally worth it, the Cliffs of Moher. We actually had gone there one day, first day we were planning to go there, when we were in that area of Ireland, and it was foggy and rainy, and you couldn't see in front of your face, let alone see the cliffs. So we decided to come back the next day, and it was the perfect day. I mean, it was like clear. I mean, it wasn't like sunny or anything, but it was clear and you could see, and I got lots of great pictures. We went to, you know, like I said, we went to Kong to visit the place where they made The Quiet Man, which was really cool. We went many, many places. We did go to the Giant's Causeway. Unfortunately, we didn't realize as we were going to be there on a bank holiday when we planned that. We didn't think about that, and I knew you had to do like pre-booking for the tours if you were going to do the tours of Giant's Causeway, but we were just going to do self-tour and walk around ourselves, right? So we didn't pre-book parking. You couldn't even park. It was so full. They were turning everybody away who hadn't booked parking. And again, it was a bank holiday, so a lot of people were there. And so we didn't get to go do Giant's Causeway. So now I have a reason to go back, right? But we did see many more beautiful things. And we did see some other Game of Thrones film sites. we saw the dark hedges, and we saw where they did the filming for the Iron Islands. I don't watch Game of Thrones, did not watch the show Game of Thrones. I tried, but it just took so long to get anywhere with the short show like that. I did read the books, but so I don't really identify too well with like the places where they filmed, but I know what they're talking about when I go those places anyway. So, I mean, I couldn't even tell you all the places we went. We did so much in the time we were there, and it was so much fun, and I would go back in a heartbeat. I would live there. It is the most beautiful place. The people are just wonderful, and so friendly, and, you know, just treat people with kindness. And, you know, I mean, it's not that you don't meet some crabby people or whatever that, you know, I'm sure there were some people that weren't very pleasant, but we didn't meet them. We met really nice people, and we had a really great time, and it was just too short, and I really hated leaving when I did. And I know I just really enjoyed meeting Mary in person and meeting her family. Mary and I have known each other for many years through Zoom, and we met originally through a yarn swap several years ago. So, you know, I really felt like I knew her, and it was so fun because when we got there, it didn't feel strange at all. It didn't feel like you were meeting a stranger and, you know, awkward or anything like that. It just felt like family, you know, and so we just really enjoyed ourselves. What I didn't say at the beginning that I normally say is, if you don't know who I am, my name's Carla, and I'm a mom, a wife, and a midwife, and I'm a born-again Christian, and I love people enough to tell them that. I normally say that at the beginning, but because the beginning is not the beginning of this video like normal, but again, had a great time. Hopefully next time I will have some more crafty content and get some more things done. But you know, when you're on the road for 2 weeks and going everywhere, basically I worked on my socks. Oh, I could show you my socks. My other joy in progress is socks. And so I've gotten I did extra long cuffs on these because I wanted to, because, you know, I'm an 80s gal. Anyway, and so these I'm getting close to being able to decrease and do my toe, and then these you know, I'm trying to do them simultaneously. This yarn is called Common Room. It's from Lolo Did It's Harry Potter collection. It is 85% superwash blue-faced Leicester wool. I'm going to say I'm saying that wrong. 15% Donegal nip. So it's a little tweedy. It's got little tweedy spots on it. And it's fingering weight 100 grams, 438 yards, and it's a 4-ply. And again, that's from Lolo Did It. And then, you know, my other socks that I started while I was in Ireland, or my other joy in progress. The only finished object I think that I haven't shown you guys since the last video is I made Mary for her birthday a mini Mondo bag. So the Mondo bags I've been making, I made her a smaller version, and it makes the perfect little like sock project bag or whatever. I'll try to insert a picture of her holding that. She made me a really great face. And if she says it's okay, I'll post that picture. Anyway, just remember, guys, that Jesus loves you and so do I. And take great care, and take care of each other. Bye.